Hey guys, it's Kay and welcome back to Hub Neat Home. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm here 3 days a week to offer home organizing and home efficiency tips so that you can spend less time trying to figure out how to make your life and home function and more time having fun. In today's video, I am back in one of my favorite places in the home, the kitchen. The kitchen is the heart of the home, and I feel like a majority of time is spent together here eating, snacking, laughing, or just giving a kiss on the way by on your busy day. Given that I live in a small kitchen, I've got some storage challenges and I've got some other kitchen hacks which I'd love to share with you today. This video is actually a collab with Candice from FancyThatWithCandice. If you guys had not checked out her channel, please go and check out some of her videos and subscribe to her. She is the most charming, sweet YouTuber I've ever seen. I've been subscribed to her for years, even before I started a YouTube channel. She does a little beauty, a little DIY, a little lifestyle, a little cleaning and organizing. She does it all and she's so sweet and you'll be totally addicted. Please go check out her channel. She's got more hacks over on her channel, so I'll put a link down below down to Candice's channel and you can watch her video right after you watch this one. Are you ready for these kitchen hacks? Let's get cooking.
Use parchment paper as muffin cups. Parchment paper is a superhero in the kitchen and is relatively inexpensive, readily available, and does not get enough credit. Parchment paper makes for a fantastic liner for baking sheets, and you can clean up the mess and use it over and over again until you throw it away. But if you're out of muffin cups and you're in a pinch, parchment paper works really well. Now let me tell you, the struggle was kind of real with this hack because it is so hard for them to stay in there. But once the muffin mix was in, it totally worked really well and they look super fancy when they come out of the oven. Not only do the parchment paper wrappers look super fancy, but it unwrapped like the perfect present when you put it on the table. Store tomatoes stem side down. Let me make one thing clear. When tomatoes are fresh and in season, they are not for hoarding. They are for eating, but they don't have a long shelf life, maybe a week tops if everything goes perfectly. However, the way you can get maximum storage life out of your tomato is simply to store them stem side down. Now, they get all wrinkly and gross and disgusting because moisture escapes through the stem side. So by putting them stem side down, you can help prevent some of that moisture loss and make your tomato last even longer. Store eggs pointy side down. Now, I did talk about this in my how to organize the refrigerator video, but I'm going to reiterate it is important to get the maximum shelf life out of your eggs to store them pointy side down. Now, eggs have 2 points, a pointy side and a roundish side. Sometimes it's hard to figure out which side is which, but for reasons that are very scientific, having to do with bacteria and bacteria growth and bacteria traveling, it is imperative to get the longest storage life out of your eggs to store them pointy side down. Use tongs as citrus squeezers. I have both a lemon and a lime squeezer, and they are some of my favorite hero gadgets in the kitchen. We're actually squeezing lemons and limes pretty often, and when it comes down to it, this makes the job a heck of a lot easier. But if you don't have the extra storage room for these big guys, you can definitely do the job with a pair of tongs. You can get the same squeezing action from some tongs, but you may have to fish out some seeds when you're done, unless you wrap the lemon in cheesecloth, which is totally a thing. But if you're in a pinch and you really don't have the storage room for a dedicated citrus squeezer, tongs work just as well. Revive crystallized honey. Forget diamonds. Honey is forever. Honey literally lasts forever, and processed honey probably lasts even longer than forever because bacteria just can't grow in it. But sometimes it gets a little crystallized and unusable. So all you have to do is fill a container, in this case I'm filling a bowl, with super hot water, leave it for about 15 to 20 minutes, actually depending how hot the water is, and afterward you can see it has melted some of those crystals and made the honey a lot more usable. Maximize storage space by going vertical. If you want to squeeze in a little extra storage space in your kitchen, especially on your counter, you want to make sure you're taking advantage of that vertical space. Having a 2-tiered Lazy Susan on the counter allows me to store most often condiments and take up only a small footprint. And as you can see, Lazy Susans are good for all over the kitchen as well. That way, nothing is ever in the back. Using drawers and cabinets is another great way to use vertical space and maximize your storage space. If you don't want to install drawers, you can place a freestanding drawer unit like this one on the inside of a cabinet and take it with you when you leave. It's great for renters. And lastly, you can use more vertical space in your upper cabinets by using cabinet shelves. This makes the division between one stack of plates and another stack of plates. That way you're not stacking and unstacking and trying to get to the bottom plate. Oh, it's impossible. Just use some cabinet shelves. Not only are cabinet shelves good for on the shelf, they're actually great for under the shelf too. This is the under shelf cabinet shelf, and it can be used to get some of that vertical space high up above to squeeze in a little bit of that extra storage space when you need it the most. Prevent ice cream freezer burn. Ice cream freezer burn is actually the product of a process called sublimation, which means water crystals go from, you know what, actually just look it up. Freezer burn stinks because it makes your food taste weird. Anyway, to prevent this freezer burn, all you need is some saran wrap or, you know, whatever, cling wrap or whatever. Just put it on top of the ice cream, really press it down so to make sure that you don't have any of that air between the ice cream and the plastic. This prevents or slows down some of that sublimation, again, look it up, and prevents that nasty freezer burn, which makes sure you get a fresh scoop of ice cream every time.
So there you guys go. Have you tried any of these kitchen hacks? If you have, leave a comment down below. Let me know which ones you've tried. And right after you do that, go and check out Candice's video. And while you're there, subscribe because she is awesome. All right, you guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.